Community has grown many folds in Canada, and their contributions and offerings are quite impressive and noteworthy. This event is a glaring example of that. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. What if we decide to plant cherries in our backyard? What do we expect to get? Obviously, cherries. What if we decide to plant apples in our backyard? What do we expect to get? Most definitely it's apples. But what if we decide to plant nothing? What do we get? Mostly, I understand, you said nothing. But it's not that. We get weeds all over, which we don't want in our backyard. This is exactly what we get if we do not serve our community.
To remember Allah faithfully.
I would like to invite Mr. Javed Ali Khan, President of the Islamic Foundation of Toronto, to say a few words.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. All praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator and the sustainer of both the world and the heavens. And also, peace be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the final messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Honorable Premier Dalton McGuinty, dignitaries from all levels of federal, provincial, and local governments, respected imams, guests, brothers, sisters, and friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Peace be upon all of you. It is indeed a pleasure of mine to address you tonight on this another special occasion of 6th Annual Muslim Appreciation Dinner. Thank you very much for joining us tonight in honoring the members of Emergency Services of Toronto and some remarkable individuals and organizations in the field of social work. As you know, this year our theme is social work. As part of the Islamic Foundation and the Muslim community of Greater Toronto, I am especially grateful for the work done by these exceptional men and women who risk their lives on a daily basis to help others. They are truly deserving of our heartfelt appreciation and recognition. Tonight we come together from all walks of life, faith, traditions, cultures, and professions to recognize those who have made great contributions for the betterment of our society. We hope that you will enjoy your time with us and will have an opportunity to make new friendship on this memorable occasion. This banquet is an attempt to build bridges that connect members of the Muslim community to the wider society and by celebrating our collective achievements. Today, your participation will inspire other Canadians with a sense of hope that each of us has the capacity to make a positive contributions to our beautiful world.
The Honourable Premier of Ontario, Dalton McGuinty, I ask a friend of our community, a distinguished member of Provincial Parliament from Scarborough Rouge River, Mr. Bas Belkacem, to come to the stage to introduce our keynote speaker.
Tonight I have the distinct pleasure of introducing your special guest. The Honourable Dalton McGuinty has represented the riding of Ottawa South as its MPP since 1990. In the provincial election of 2003, he led the Ontario Liberal Party to a majority government. He's Ontario's 24th Premier. During his first term, Premier Dalton McGuinty's government reduced class sizes, hospital wait times, improved Ontario's infrastructure, and attracted billions of dollars in new investment to Ontario. Under his leadership, the Ontario Liberal Party earned a second consecutive majority on October 10, 2007. Now in his second term, Premier McGuinty remains committed to building an even stronger economy for Ontario families. The government has laid out a plan for Ontario that includes training for our workers, increasing the Ontario Child Benefit, building more affordable housing, and increasing funding for healthcare, education, and post-secondary education. He's committed to making our province even more attractive place for businesses to invest and for our families to live, work, and prosper. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming your special guest, the Premier of Ontario, the Honourable Dalton McGuinty.
Respected Imams, distinguished guests, colleagues who, like myself, have the privilege of holding and serving in public office, ladies and gentlemen, friends, Assalamu alaikum. I must say at the outset that I have been very, very impressed and moved with the tone and tenor of this evening and the remarks offered by each of our speakers. Nadeem, who's sitting down over there, I understand is at Oisey, and I've got a son at Oisey now, wants to be a teacher, skillfully wove, and I might add poetically, together these notions of sympathy, empathy, and mercy. Javed presented a video which I think put a wonderful face on Islam in Canada and what the Muslim community is doing. And if I had my way, we would air that on national TV so all Canadians would understand what Islam and Muslims are about. And all the speakers also spoke to this fundamental goodness. And it is human nature for us to sometimes suppress this. Sometimes events and circumstances can repress this, but there is this deep and abiding conviction. It is something that is spoken to by all the world's wisest people, and all the great faiths make common appeal to it. It is this notion that it is right to help one another. It's right to support one another. It's right to find ways as we work our way through life to lift each other up. It is not overly complicated. It is a fundamental golden truth. It's an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to be here tonight at the Islamic Foundation of Toronto's 6th Annual Appreciation Dinner. I want to congratulate our award recipients tonight for the tremendous work they do here at home and around the world. Thank you for reaching out to help those in need wherever they may be. Thank you for allowing yourselves to be inspired by a fundamental teaching of Islam and all the great faiths. It is right to help each other in times of need. It is right to lift each other up. And that's what we celebrate tonight, lifting each other up so we can all be our best. And I want to thank the Islamic Foundation for bringing us together. You are one of the oldest Muslim organizations in Canada, established in 1969. And it wasn't easy at first, but you persisted. And Ontario is better, stronger, and kinder because of you. I want to thank Javed, Ali Khan, and Waris Malik, and all the good people you represent at the Islamic Foundation and so many other community Muslim groups. Thank you for tonight's appreciation dinner. Thank you for, together, giving expression to the best of humanity. You make all Ontarians very proud. Congratulations. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you. Jazak Allah khair.
To receive this award on his behalf is none other than Major Abbas's son, Mr. Muhammad Iqbal Ali. Thank you so much, Dalton McGuinty, for joining us today.
أبداً على حبيبي